Hi there guys, Ruath and Yahi here from tabletopminis.com and welcome to another Horus Heresy battle report. So today we're playing 1700 points of Salamanders versus World Eaters, and I think we're going to play a hammer and anvil deployment to vary it up a bit here. So our armies are continually growing, so we've got a few extra bits and bobs, and let's show you them and then we'll get into the game. So here we've got 1700 points of Salamanders, and that's led by my new traitor here. And the Praetor is in Cataphracti Terminator armor, and he has a Dragon Scale Storm Shield and a Thunder Hammer. He's also got that Thunder Hammer is master crafted, and I've gave him digital lasers so he gets an extra attack. And he is going to be part of the Fire Drake squad here. So we've got 5 Fire Drakes with Sergeant. The Sergeant has a master crafted Thunder Hammer, and they've all got Thunder Hammers and Dragon Scale Shields. And they're going to be riding in the Spartan Assault Tank, which has been upgraded with Flare Shields, Armored Ceramite, and Auxiliary Drive. And then we have a 10-man tactical squad here. The Sergeant has a Combi Plasma, Artificer Armor, and Melta Bombs. And that Combi Plasma is master crafted, because Salamanders can give all of their characters master crafted weapons for 5 points extra. And then we have, well, they're going to be riding in a Rhino, and it's just a stock Rhino, no upgrades there. Then we have a Contemptor Dreadnought with Kerry's Pattern Assault Cannon, and I've upgraded the bolter in his close combat weapon to a Graviton gun, and he also has extra armor. And then we have another 10-man tactical squad over here. Same thing as the other one, Sergeant with a Combi Plasma and Vexilla, and the Sergeant has Artificer Armor and Melt Bombs. And they'll be riding in another stock Rhino. And finally we have the Sicaran Battle Tank, and that has Armored Ceramite, and it also has las cannons. Well, actually no, I haven't upgraded it with Armored Ceramite just to get the points down, so it doesn't have any upgrades other than the las cannons. So that's my 1700 points of Salamanders.
Okay, and here we have 1700 points of World Eaters, led by a Legion Praetor here. He's got a Combi Melta, Cataphracti Terminator armor, a Chain Fist, digital lasers, and his Chain Fist is master crafted. He's going to go in a squad of Red Butchers here. All of them have power axes apart from the Devoured, the Sergeant. He's got 2 Chain Fists. Then we have, as a dedicated transport, the Rhino over here. That's got a Hunter Killer Missile, Dozer Blade, Auxiliary Drive, extra armor, and a Twin-Link Bolter. That's going to be carrying this squad of Tactical Marines here. That squad has a Vexilla, the Sergeant has a Heavy Chainsword, Artificer Armor, and Melta Bombs. Then we have this other squad of 10 Tactical Marines. The Sergeant has a Combi Melta, Artificer Armor, and Melta Bombs. And that squad also has a Vexilla. Then we have a Contemptor Dreadnought Talon. Now this one has 2 Kerry's Assault Cannons and extra armor. And then we have a Sicaran Battle Tank over here. Now the Sicaran's been upgraded fully to have Hunter Killer Missiles, a Dozer Blade, an Auxiliary Drive, and Armored Ceramite and las cannons. Then we have the Spartan, fully upgraded as well. That has a Hunter Killer Missile, Auxiliary Drive, Armored Ceramite, Flare Shields, and a Dozer Blade. So that's going to be the 1700 points of World Eaters.
So here we've got the table set up, and we're playing a hammer and anvil deployment. So one side starting on the edge there, and one side starting on the edge here. We've got our objectives placed. We've got number 1 here, number 2 in the crater over there, number 3 just there, number 4 at the back over there, 5 in the crater here, and finally 6 in the crater there. So now, and we're playing Cloak and Shadows, so that with this mission we basically start with 3 tactical objectives, and they're hidden from each other. We don't know our opponent's objectives, and at the end of the turn you reveal what you've scored, and then at the start of your following turn then you draw up to 3 again every turn. So should be quite cool, not actually knowing what our objectives are every turn. And now let's roll for deployment. So let's see who starts or deploys first or chooses a table edge. So for, oh, a 6 for World Eaters and a 2 for the Salamanders. So you to pick. Okay, so deployment is over and we have the World Eater set up over here. We have a Rhino with a tactical squad, is it? And the Sergeant's got Melta in this Rhino. We have the Spartan. We have a Sicaran over there, and the Spartan has the Butchers and the Praetor in, and the Contemptor over there. And he has his other unit in Deep Strike because he rolled Void Stalker on the Warlord traits. And for the Salamanders we got Master Tactician, but because we were deploying last it didn't really matter there. And over on the Salamander side we have our Sicaran over here and the Contemptor Dreadnought just hiding in behind some terrain. We have a unit of Tactical Marines and a Rhino just back here. And then we have our Spartan with the Fire Drakes and Praetor over here and another Rhino just behind. And that's deployment over, so it's into turn 1 for the World Eaters. Okay, so now I'm going to roll to see if I can seize the initiative. So come on, 6. Oh no, we don't do it.
Okay, start of turn 1 for the World Eaters here. We need to draw 3 tactical objectives. I need to keep them secret from Riaf there because it is Cloak and Shadows. So the first one is... And the second one is... I cannot do that one. Get that. And our third one is okay. Pretty interesting. So okay, into movement. Okay, and actually domination is impossible for me to get because I actually the 6 objective markers, I've only got 2 troops, so yeah, that's impossible for me to get. So I'm going to discard that right now and draw another one. And we get... Okay, so into movement. I'm going to start with my Dreadnought here. I'm just going to move him 6 inches up to here. Like that. Okay, and next my Sicaran. He's going to pivot and move over there. Dangerous terrain test here. Yeah, 6, he's fine, so just going to pivot there, and just going to put him up to here. Okay, and next for the Spartan, he's going to be cruising, so he's going to move up 6 first. I'll put him to here. I'm going to take a dangerous terrain test actually for that. 3, he's okay. So he's going to move up 6. To here, and then he's going to pivot and move over here over this pipe, so that's another dangerous terrain, which he makes. He's going to pivot, move up 6 onto this pipe here, like that, and then he's going to pivot like that. Okay, next my Rhino, he's going to go at cruising speed over here. He's going to pass over this dangerous terrain here. I've got dozer blades though, so I can reroll. Not a 1, not a 1. He's okay. So, going to pivot and move over here, like that. Okay, so that's going to be the end of movement. So into shooting. So start of shooting, my Sicaran is going to fire its las cannon here at the side of the Sicaran over there. That's going to be hitting on 3s. And we get, it hits, and the armor, side armor of the Sicaran. 3 is a glance, anything more is a pen. And it's a glance. You have a 4+ cover save though, because behind ruins. And make it, yeah. Okay, and now the twin-linked autocannon is firing at the side of that Sicaran, so you got 6 shots here. Hitting on 3s, rerollable because it's twin-linked. Reroll them 3. And so 4 hits. Now glancing on 5s, penetrating on 6s. Oh, it's rending as well. It's rending as well. Wow, best roll ever.
Alright, I've got 4 cover saves.
4 cover saves, that's true.
4 plus. And
So
2 pens.
2 pens. Okay, so for the first penetrating shot, we get a 3. So that is crew shaken, and second one, a 5. That's weapon destroyed. So on a 1, that's destroyed. On a 2, that's destroyed. On a 3, that's destroyed. And on a 4, the heavy bolter is destroyed. On a 5 or 6, we re-roll. So we get a 1. So
Last cannon.
that last cannon there is destroyed. Okay, and next I'm going to move flat out with my rhino here. Just going to move him up to here. And then I'm just going to pivot. Like that. Okay, and next my Spartan's las cannons are going to be shooting at the side of that rhino over there. So it's 3s to hit, rerollable. 1 hit there, I can reroll these. It's actually 6s to hit because it is snap firing, so I'm just going to reroll these 3. And that's 2 hits. Okay, so 2s to glance now. And ooh, so nothing there, but we did get a penetrating hit.
Cover save.
Cover save, 5 plus.
And we don't make it.
Yeah. Okay, so rolling on the vehicle damage table for that 1 penetrating hit, and we get a 4. So that's going to be crew stunned.
Because the AP.
Yeah, AP2. Okay, and next the heavy bolter, twin-linked heavy bolter off the Spartan's going to shoot at the side armor off that rhino. So 3 shots, hitting on 6s. Rerollable. And 1 hit. Okay, so glancing on 6s. And nothing there. Okay, so that's going to be the end of shooting, and I'm not going to make any assaults or any charges or anything, so that's going to be the end of turn 1 for the World Eaters.
So start of turn 1 for the Salamanders, and we're going to draw 3 tactical objectives here, secret ones. So we have that, we have that, and we have that. So start the movement phase, and my Land Raider here is going to move 6 inches. So we're just going to pivot and move 6 inches this way. So I'll put that hatch off the Land Raider to the 6-inch point just here. So it's basically pivoted twice, and the difficult terrain. Well, actually, I've got moved through cover from my right of war. So, and we'll just leave a gap big enough to get the Terminators out of this access hatch. So. Something like that. And now my Terminators are going to disembark here, and they can move 6 inches. I'm just going to bring them around here. So the Fire Drakes as well. I'm just going to move them out. And now my Sicaran is going to move cruising speed. So it's going to go 12 inches. Well, it's going to end up over here. And we'll turn it just like that. So into shooting now, and my las cannons on the Spartan's going to shoot at his Spartan with flare shields. So because we moved, we've got 1 weapon firing at full BS, so that is one of the las cannons. So we're hitting here on 3s, rerollable, and they both hit. And now for the other las cannon, we're hitting on 6s, snapshots. So 1 hit, so that's 3 hits. So glancing on 6s. Man, these Spartans are tough. Wow, 2 glances. Yeah. So it's down to 3 hull points. Yep. So actually he's going to get a cover save for that building. So 5 plus here for 1 of the shots. And he gets it.
That's 1 hull point on the Spartan.
Now the last cannon on the Sicaran, hitting the other Sicaran on a 6. Firing snapshots here. And we don't get the twin-linked accelerator auto cannon here, hitting on 6s. Rerollable. So 5 rerolls. And so that's 1 hit total. So glancing on a 6. And we don't get it. That's the end of turn 1 for the Salamanders. And we actually managed to hold the line because we've got 3 scoring units. That's why my Terminators disembarked there, so that we can have the 2 Rhinos plus the Terminators. So that's 1 victory point. And I'm actually going to discard secure objective 4 just before I end my turn. So down to 1 active objective. Okay, so start off turn 2 for the World Eaters. I've already got 3 tactical objectives, so I'm not going to draw any more. So into movement.
Okay, so rolling for my deep striking tactical squad, 3+. And they come on. Okay, so my tactical squad that's deep striking is going to deep strike here, so I'm going to roll for scatter now. And we get a direct hit, so they're going to land right there. Okay, so that's a tactical team deployed via deep strike. And next I'm just going to move my dreadnought up 6 inches. It's going to go just here. Okay, and next my rhino, he's going to pivot and he's going to be moving at cruising speed. He's going to move 6 inches up to here. And then he's going to pivot and then move about 2 inches and then pivot again and move about 3 inches. Okay, and now my Spartan, he's going to move this way. He's going to pass over dangerous terrain. And he makes it. So he's just going to move up 6 inches to here. Okay, and next is Sakaran. He's just going to shuffle a bit, move over here and pivot just to get a better view, better line of sight. Like that. Okay, so that's going to be end of movement. Okay, so into shooting, my Contemptor here, he's going to shoot at the side of the Spartan there with his 2 carries assault cannons. So that's 12 shots, hitting on 2s. And that's 11 hits. Okay, so we're rolling for armor penetration here, needing 6s, rending. And 2 6s. Adding a D3 now, so for the first one, 3-4 is a glance, 5-6 is a pen. Okay, so that's nothing there. For the second one, nothing there. Okay, so now the Sakaran here is going to shoot at that Sakaran over there. He's only moved at combat speed, so he can still fire all of his weapons at normal ballistic skill. So starting with the las cannons here, hitting on 3s. 1 hit. Now glancing on 4s. And nothing there. And now for the twin-linked auto cannon at the top there, 6 shots, rerollable. Hitting on 3s. And reroll them too. And they all hit. Okay, so that's 6 hits. It's got rending, so 6s it glances and penetrates. So we're needing 6s here. And we get 2 6s, but you do get a 4+ cover save because of the ruins in the way. So that is one got through.
And it was on a single hull point.
It was on a single hull point, so that's it destroyed. Now we just need to roll on the vehicle damage table. Oh no, we don't, because there's no AP, so it's just wrecked. Okay, and I just forgot there in the movement phase to disembark my guys, so I can just do that now. Gonna disembark 6 inches there and move 6 inches, so they're gonna disembark right over here. And that's them disembarked. Okay, so next, my Spartan here is it's moved at combat speed, so it can fire 1 weapon at full ballistic skill. It's gonna fire this quad las cannon at the Spartan there. So we're hitting 2 shots, hitting on 3s. And they're rerollable, but they hit, so that's glancing on 6s now. And nothing there. Next, the other las cannon here, snapshots, hitting on 6s. And rerollable. And 1 hit, glancing on 6s. Cocked. And nothing there. Next, my Rhino here is going to move flat out 6 inches in that direction. Going to make a dangerous terrain test here. And it passes, so going to move it over here. Okay, so next, my tactical squad that deep striked in this turn is going to rapid fire at this squad here with the traitor. So it's going to hit the traitor first, so that's 19 shots because the sergeant has just a bolt pistol. So 19 hitting on 3s. And that's a pretty good roll. So that's 16 hits. Now wounding on 4s. And so that's 10 wounds.
Okay, so now we're going to look out sir them on
so 4 plus for this lookout sir.
Nope, so 3 plus, 2 plus terminator
2 plus.
Save, which we make.
Yep.
Next one 4 plus, we make. That would make the lookout sir
yep.
there. So
yep.
on the next fire grade.
2
so
plus.
He gets 2 plus, which he makes. Next one lookout sir a 1, so he doesn't make that, a 2 plus save. Ooh, she doesn't. So
so-
one wound on a Praetor.
Yeah,
Then we have next one.
makes,
Lookout, sir.
and he's okay.
He's okay. Then the next one.
Lookout, sir.
No lookout, sir.
No lookout, sir. And he
but
makes it.
No lookout, sir.
No lookout, sir.
And
And he makes it.
No lookout,
No
sir.
lookout, sir.
He makes
He
it.
makes it.
Lookout, sir.
Yeah, and he makes it.
Lookout, sir.
He makes it.
And he makes
And
it.
he makes it. And he,
No lookout, sir.
no lookout, sir. But he
And
still
he
makes
makes
it.
it.
So
One wound.
yeah, so one wound on him, so not bad. Okay, so that's the end of shooting and into assault. Okay, so start with the assault. I'm going to charge with my Butchers and Praetor onto the Spartan there, needing 7 here. I can reroll because we've got unstoppable charge. And they make it, so that's them into close combat with the Spartan. Okay, they're in combat now. Now piling in, 3 inches. Okay, attacking the Spartan with my Praetor first here. That's 5 attacks on charge, hitting on 3s. And we get 4 hits. Now it's got armor bane, so we'll do the first one first.
And do you have digital lasers for an extra attack?
Oh yes, I do. So I've got an extra attack because of digital lasers, that's true. And yeah, that's another attack, so that's 5 hits. Okay, so for the first one, and that's a pen. And for the second one, that's a pen. And for the third one, that's a pen. Fourth one, that's a pen. And fifth one, that's a glance. So the vehicle is destroyed. It's AP2, so
Well, that's, yeah, 4.
so yes. So we'll see if it explodes on a 6, and it doesn't. So
Well,
wow.
For each pen you need to do that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I got 4 pens there. So no, third one. Yeah, so it explodes, and the well, yeah, it doesn't matter. It explodes. Okay, so see how many inches it explodes. 4 inches. Okay, so we'll do my Praetor first. It's a strength 4 hit against toughness 4 for 4+ to wound. And 8 wounds. I got a 2+ save.
Do you want to look out, sir, or not?
No, I'm not. I get a no, I don't get a feel no pain actually. So that is 1 wound on the Praetor. Okay, next for the devoured, hit, wounding on 4s, and it doesn't do anything. Next for the 4 other guys. And we get 1 wound there, 2+ save. Okay, now rolling for the Rhino here, 6 is a glance. And so now for these 4 fire drakes here. Oop, here you go. So that's 2 wounds, 2+ saves. That's cocked. And both make it. Since they won this assault, they have to consolidate to the nearest enemy unit they can harm because they've got bloodlust, because they're world eaters. So 3 inches, that'll be up to about 1 inch away from the Rhino there. Okay, so that's going to be the end of my turn too. So I got first blood and I got behind enemy lines. So that's 2 victory points for world eaters.
So into turn 2 for the Salamanders, and we need to draw 2 objectives here secretly. So we have that one, and we have that one. So start movement here, and my Rhino, now it's going to move 6 inches back to here. I'll move back in this direction. So actually I can put it there. And then my tactical squad is going to disembark, and 6 inches from the rear hatch, and I'm going to put them just over here. There we go. And now my fire drakes, they're just going to move up to within 1 inch of the butchers here. So I've got a 6-inch move. Now this tactical squad is going to disembark from the Rhino here and move to within 1 inch. Okay, so now my Contemptor Dreadnought is going to shoot his Graviton gun, and it's a 3-inch blast here. I'm going to place it over the Praetor. So let's see how much it scatters, or if it scatters. And so this way 7. So
inches.
He's Ballistic Skill 5,
yeah,
so that's actually 2 inches it'll move this way. So that is the Praetor and the Sergeant that's covered. So 5+ to wound on the Praetor, which it does.
So
and
2+ save.
2+ save, because AP4. She makes, and for the Sergeant, and doesn't wound. And now the Carrie's Assault Cannon, we're shooting the Terminator, so that's 6 shots, hitting on 2s, Ballistic Skill 5, and that is 4 hits, wounding on 2s, and we've got rending, so that's 6s are AP2, so that is 3 wounds, and normal 2+ saves, and all saved. Okay, so twin-linked bolters from the Rhinos here. So
hitting this squad here.
This squad here, hitting them on 3s, and twin-linked. We can reroll that. Okay, so that's 1 hit, wounding on 4s, which we don't do. Okay, so now we'll do the Combi Plasma from here. So this Combi Plasma hitting on 3s, and it's mastercrafted.
You can reroll 1.
Okay, so I can, well that's cocked, so I'll roll that. That's a hit, and the Master Crafted. So 2 hits, wounding on 2s, strength 7. 2 wounds at AP2, that's 2 guys dead.
Yeah.
Oh, unless you want to go to ground.
No, I'm not going to go to
Great.
ground. Actually, move these 2 here. This guy, actually.
And now these bolt guns, rapid firing here, so that's 18 hits, 18 shots, hitting on 3s. So, oh, I didn't see what that was. So that's 12 hits, wounding on 4s. So that is 6 wounds and 3+ save. 3+ save here. And 1 dead.
1 dead.
And now the Combi Plasma on this guy, mastercrafted, hitting on 3s. Both hit, wounding on 2s. Both wound, so
both
2 guys dead. And these guys rapid firing also, so 18 shots, hitting on 3s. So that is 8 to 13 hits, wounding on 4s. And that is, what's that, 5, 9 wounds. So 9 3+ saves. And 3 dead.
3 dead. So that'll be these 2, and the next it hit my Sergeant, but I'll do a lookout there for him on a 4+. And he makes it, so this guy will die.
So end of the shooting phase now, and these guys are going to take a morale check. So leadership 9 for the Sergeant, and they make it. Now the Fire Drakes are going to charge the Butchers, so 7 inches. So we'll put this guy over here. So now piling in for the Butchers here. And I'm actually going to issue a challenge with my Fire Drake Sergeant. And are you going to accept the challenge?
Yes, I will accept the challenge with my Devoured, the Sergeant of my guys.
Okay, so there's a challenge going there. So he moves into base to base with, or swaps position with this guy.
Yep.
Right, so first the combat here, simultaneous combat. We'll start with my my Sergeant here. So he's got 4 attacks with his Mastercrafted Thunderhammer, hitting on 3s always because they're red Butchers. So Mastercrafted, I can reroll this. So all hit, wounding on 2s, all wound.
Okay.
And that is well, it's AP2.
AP2. I get my 4+ in
Invulnerable save here, 4+. Has
And
one go through.
6 plus feel no pain.
Yep, 6 plus feel no pain. And that's
one goes through.
one goes through. Now traitor here with digital lasers and the charge. 6 attacks, hitting on 3s. And master crafted, so can roll 1. So that is 4 hits. Wounding on 2s. 3 wounds.
3 wounds.
And 4 plus invulnerable save. So 3 wounds and feel no pains.
6 plus feel no pain.
So, whoa, 2 saves, so that's 1 wound.
1 wound, so that'll go on this guy.
And now these 4 guys, there's 12 attacks, hitting on 3s. And that is 8 hits, wounding on 2s. That's 7 wounds, and 7 4 plus invulnerable saves. 3 wounds, 3 feel no pains.
Yeah, 3 feel no pains.
That's 3 wounds.
3 wounds.
So
that's 1 dead. That's
2 dead.
2 dead. Yeah.
So now the butcher's hitting back. So in the challenge here, the devoured, he's got 4 attacks, hitting on 3s because he get a bonus to his weapon skill. That's 3 hits, wounding on 2s. 3 wounds and 3 plus invulnerable because the dragon skill shield. Ooh, and that's 2 wounds. So that is actually the sergeant. The sergeant's dead. So now the Praetor attacking the fire drakes here. So that is 5 attacks because digital lasers, hitting on 3s because his weapon skill 6. Ooh, 2 hits, wounding on 2s with the chain fists. And that's 2 3 plus saves. And they both made. And now the other butchers here, they've got 12 attacks, hitting on 4s. So that's 8 hits, wounding on 2s. Seven wounds and 3 plus invulnerable save here. And 1 more dead. So that is a total now of 2 fire drakes dead, 1 the sergeant, 1 a normal guy, and 2 of your butchers are dead.
This
so
guy.
It's actually drawn combat, I believe.
And this guy. Or this guy.
So now the end of combat pile in. And that is it for the assault phase. So it's the end of turn 2. So I'm going to discard an objective here, secure objective 3. So I'm on to 2 active objectives.
Okay, start of turn 3 for the World Eaters. We're going to do objectives now. I've got 2 already, so I just need to generate 1 more. And we get... Okay, so into movement. Okay, so into movement, I'm going to move the Dreadnought here 6 inches. He's going to move up to over here. Next, the Rhino here, he's going to move up 12 inches at cruising speed, so I'm just going to move him over here, like that. Okay, and next, the Sicaran here is going to move over here. He's going to pass over this barricade here, so it's dangerous terrain. And he's okay. So he's going to be at cruising speed. He's going to pivot. And then move up 6 to here. That's 8. And then pivot. And he's just going to move up to here, 12 inches. Just there. Okay, now the Spartan here is going to move at combat speed 6 inches. So that'll put him over here. And then he's going to pivot like that. Next with these guys, I'm going to move them about 6 inches around here. I'll stay an inch away from them guys. Okay, so that's it for movement into shooting. Okay, next I'm going to run the Dreadnought here. 3 inches. I can reroll that though because he's got fleet. 3 inches. Okay, so he's just going to move up to here. Okay, now the Sicaran here is going to shoot its las cannon here at the front of that rhino over there. So hitting on 3s here, and it hits. Front armor of the rhino.
9 against 11, so
11.
2 to glance.
2s to glance. It's a pen.
And cover save.
Cover save, yep.
So that's what's it going to be? 3, so it doesn't make it.
Yep. So rolling on the damage table. Ooh, and a 6. So
so
yeah, so that explodes the rhino there.
D6
so
inches.
D6 inches. 5 inches. So
Cover some troops here.
okay, so that's 5 inches. So that'll cover these 3 here, and all of this squad here. So yeah, that's 10 strength 4 hits, wounding on 4s. So
2, 3, that's 7 saves, I think.
7 saves.
8 saves.
8 saves needed here.
3 plus.
3 plus. Oh, and 1,
3
2,
dead.
3 dead. So it'll be close to 3. And this guy. Now for these 3 here. 4 plus to wound and 2 wounds. That's 2 3 plus saves. And they both make it, so nothing there. Okay, and now the Spartan here is going to shoot one of its quad las cannons at the front of this Contemptor Dreadnought here. That's 2 shots, rerollable, hitting on 3s. Reroll that. And they both hit. Now glancing on 4s. That's 1 pen. You get a 4 plus cover save there. And it doesn't go through, so let's roll on the vehicle damage table. And it's a 6! Ooh, wow.
AP2.
Yeah, AP2. That explodes, it explodes. It doesn't matter how many inches it explodes because there's nothing there to hit it. So yeah, that's a Contemptor dead.
Popped.
Wow. Okay, so in the shooting phase, morale check for this squad here. And they're okay. Okay, so into the assault, I'm going to charge with this squad of 2 here at the Rhino. Needing 1s, but 5, so they're gonna move in up here. Okay, now we're gonna start here with the Sergeant throwing a melt bomb at the Rhino here. The Rhino's armor 10 using the rear armor, so hitting on 3s. It hits, and glancing on 2s. Oh, wow, what a terrible roll. And for the other guy, he's going to throw his strength 6 grenade. What's it called again? The crack grenade, yeah. So glancing on 4s, hitting on 3s, I mean. But yeah, so nothing there. Okay, and next we're going to go into combat here with the Terminators. I'm going to issue a challenge here with my Devoured Sergeant of the Red Butchers.
I'll accept with my Praetor.
Okay, so that's them and 2 in a challenge. Okay, so first the challenge here, we're going to do my Sergeant attacking 4 attacks because he's got his two weapons. Hitting on 4s, hitting on 4s. That's 2 hits and wounding on 2s. Both wound.
3 plus invulnerable.
3 plus invulnerable save. Okay, next my Praetor is attacking. That's 5 attacks because of digital lasers. Hitting on 4s.
3s.
3s, sorry. Wow, that's a lot of 1s. So, wounding on 2s. And 1 wound.
3 plus save.
3 plus save. And he makes it. Okay, now my other 2 Butchers here, that's 6 attacks. Hitting on 4s. That's 4 hits and wounding on 2s. All wound, so that's 4 3 plus saves. And he makes all of them, so nothing there. Okay, now for him to attack, his Praetor is attacking my Sergeant there.
4s.
Yeah, 5 attacks, hitting on 4s.
And I'll reroll Mastercrafted.
Yeah, Mastercrafted, he's going to reroll that.
Okay, so that's 2 hits.
2 hits.
Wounding on 2s.
Wounding on 2s.
2 wounds.
2 wounds. 2 wounds, so that's 2 4 plus saves from a Sergeant. And that's 1 more wound, so he's dead.
Feel no pain?
Oh yeah, feel no pain, that's right. And no, he's dead.
Sergeant's dead.
Okay, so now the rest of his Fire Drakes there are going to attack.
Hitting on 4s.
Hitting on 4s.
Oops, I'll reroll that one. So 2 hits.
2 hits.
Wounding on 2s.
Wounding on 2s.
1 wound and 4 plus save.
Oh. And
Feel no pain?
feel no pain, that's right. And yeah, so one wound, so yeah, so I'll put it on him. Okay, so that's the end of the assault, and that's going to be the end of World Eater's turn 3. And we scored 2 objectives there. Secure objective 4, which is over here, and Hungry for Glory, which I made a challenge. So yeah, into Salamander's turn 3.
So let's see what objective we get this turn. We draw 1 because we have 2 active already, and we have that, which we can't do. So we get this one. So start off turn 3 for the Salamanders, and as you can see from the board here, I would say that the Salamander's chips are down. My Terminator's locked in combat, so all I've really got here to play with is my 2 tactical squads. So I'm just going to move them up a little bit. I'm going to make sure that I wipe out this this unit over here. So just move them around a bit here. And these guys, just move them around as well. So into the shooting, and this squad here is going to rapid fire on them 2 Marines. So that is 14 shots, hitting on 3s, and wounding on 4s, and 3+ saves here for the World Eaters, and 3 days. So that's the squad wiped out. And this unit's now going to run forward, so 3 inches. So I'll just bring them up here, try and get closer to some objective markers. And that is us for the shooting phase, so we're into the assault. So I'm going to issue a challenge with my Praetor, and are you going to accept?
Yes, I will accept that with my Praetor.
Okay, so we'll just move the Praetor into base to base. Both on 2 wounds here. But the Salamander's Praetor sporting a shield. So here we go, 5 attacks, because digital lasers, hitting on 4s. Ooh, master crafted, so...
That's true.
Oh, that is some bad rolling there. Wounded on 2s, which he does, and a 4+ save for the... 4+, right?
Yeah, 4+ in 1 save.
No feel, no pain here though. And he makes it, so no damage there. Now these 3 fire drakes, 6 attacks hitting on 3s, 4 hits, wounding on 2s, 3 wounds, 4+ save.
Yep.
Vulnerable save here.
Ooh, I do get feel no pains.
3 feel no pains here.
Come on, 3 6s.
Oh man, you and these feel no pains. Okay, so one of them's dead because they were on 1 wound.
Dead, yeah.
Them 6s on the feel no pains, you're getting so lucky.
It makes a difference.
And now the Praetor attacking back here, so 5 attacks, hitting on 4s.
World Eater Praetor.
Yep. That's 2 hits, wounding on 2s.
Wounding on 2s.
2 wounds, and we need 3s here. We need to save at least 1, and we saved 1, so we take 1 wound, so we're down to a single wound. And now the Butcher is attacking back here, so 6 attacks, hitting on 4s. 4 hits, wounding on 2s. And 4 3+ saves here to make. Come on, boys. And we take a single wound, so one of the guys is down on 1 wound. So you've done 1 wound to me, or 2 wounds to me.
Yep.
And I've done 1 wound to you.
Wound,
so you've won the combat by 1.
Yep.
So end of assault phase, and he won the combat by 1. So morale check here with -1. So 9, which we pass. So end of turn 3, and I got no prisoners because I destroyed the whole tactical squad, and I got assassinate for killing the character, the sergeant in that squad. So that's 2 more victory points, so I'm on 3 now. And it's turn 4. I'm just going to discard my last objective, secure objective 3.
Okay, start off World Eaters, turn 4. Now we need to draw 2 more tactical objectives. Our first one is... okay. And our second one is... okay, so into movement. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to move the Dreadnought here. I'm just going to move him 6 inches up to here. And next for the Sicaran, I'm just going to move him up an inch. And I'm going to turn him and move him 11 inches. I'll put him just here. And then I'm going to pivot like that. And next, the Rhino here, he's going to pivot and move 6 inches. Put him just here. And finally, I'm just going to pivot the Spartan like that. Actually, I will disembark my tactical squad here. So 6 inches and move them 6 inches like that. Okay, so start off the shooting phase, and my Contemptor Dreadnought here, he's going to try and kill that one tactical marine, which you can see. A bit overkill here, but there's nothing else to do with them. So 12 shots, hitting on 2s. And oh, that's good. So 11 hits and wounding on 2s, yeah.
6 are ending.
Yeah, 6s are ending.
And he's dead.
And yeah, he's dead. Okay, so now Sicaran's shooting at that tactical squad over there. So we're gonna shoot with this las cannon at full ballistic skill. So hitting on 3s. And it's hit, wounding on 2s. And he's dead.
Okay.
The first guy, that guy, yep. Now the twin-linked accelerator cannon's gonna fire at that squad. So that's 6 shots. Hitting on 2s, hitting on 3s, sorry. Rerollable because it's twin-linked. And okay, so that's 5 hits and wounding on 2s here. And they all wound. 1 rending, so that's 1 dead and 4 saves. 3 plus.
Okay, and I'll do a lookout, sir, for the first one for him.
Okay.
So 4 plus, and he makes it.
Yeah.
And a 3 plus save, which we don't, so that's 1 dead. Then the next one, I'll do a lookout, sir, for him again.
Lookout, sir.
Which we make.
Which you make.
And 3 plus save.
3 plus save.
Which we make.
Yeah.
And then how many we got left? 3.
This 2. That one and 1 more.
Okay, so lookout, sir. No.
No.
And 3 plus save, which we make.
Yeah.
And 1 more, yeah.
Yeah, 1 more.
4 plus lookout, sir, which we don't make, and 3 plus save, which we make.
Yeah, so there we go, 2 dead. And now it's Heavy Bolter is gonna fire at that squad, so 3 shots, hitting on 6s here, snap firing because he moved at cruise speed. And 1 hit, and wounding on 3s. 1 wound, and that's a 3 plus save.
Lookout, sir.
Lookout, sir. Okay, so he's doing lookout, sir. He fails, 3 plus save, and he fails, so that's a sergeant dead. Okay, now this squad of tactical marines is going to run 5 inches, so I'll put them up to here. Okay, now this Spartan's going to be firing all of its guns at that tactical squad there, all at full ballistic skill. Going to start with this quad las cannon here. That's 2 shots, hitting on 3s, rerollable. Reroll that, and that's a hit, wounding on 2s. And yeah, so 1 wound, so that's this guy dead.
Look out, sir, for the Vexilla.
You can't do that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's only yeah, so he's dead. Okay, now this quad las cannon shooting at it, so that's 2 shots, hitting on 3s, rerollable, and they both hit, wounding on 2s, and that's another 1 dead.
Okay, so I'll look out, sir, for this guy, for the sergeant.
Yep, you can look out, sir, and
make it.
So that's that guy dead. Okay, now the twin-linked heavy bolter is going to fire at them. That's 3 shots, hitting on 3s, rerollable. Reroll that, and they all hit, wounding on 3s. And 2 wounds, 2 3+ saves for the tactical squad. And wow, they both failed. So you want to look out Sir that?
Yeah, I'll look out Sir for him.
Okay, he's going to look out Sir.
First one.
And he makes it.
So that's him dead. Next one. Looked out Sir, so I'll make him dead.
Now I'm going to use its Hunter Killer Missile on that squad. So that's hitting on 3s. And it hits. Wounding on 2s. And it does. Okay, so look out third here. And he fills it. So that's, yeah, and it's AP3, so that's him dead. Okay, so let's end the shooting phase. Now we're going to do morale check for these 2 squads. So that one is 8.
It's okay.
It's okay. And these guys are 8. And they're okay. Okay, so into the assault phase, and now we're going to do this combat here with the Terminators. My Praetor is going to issue a challenge. Do you accept? Yep. Okay, so they're in challenge now. Okay, so my Praetor is going to attack him, so that's 5 attacks, hitting on 4s. And we get 3 hits, now wounding on 2s here. And they all wound, so that's 3+ saves.
Yep, you want to roll them dice? Come on, we need 3s here. Ooh, we take a wound.
So that's
Praetor dead.
Yeah.
That's Slay the Warlord.
Yep, Slay the Warlord. Now my last remaining Butcher over here, he's going to attack. 3 attacks, hitting on 4s. And 2 hits, wounding on 2s here. 1 wound.
3+ save.
3+ save.
Roll that one dice. Yay!
And he makes it, so nothing there. And now his Praetor is going to attack back, so that's 5 attacks.
Okay.
Hitting on 4s.
That's
And
3 hits.
And another one, another attack.
Roll that again. Yep. Okay, and because we're master crafted, we can reroll 1, so we'll reroll the 1 failed.
Yeah.
So all hit.
Yep. Okay, so that's wounding on 2s now.
Ooh, okay, 3 wounds.
3 wounds, so 3+ saves.
4 plus.
4+ saves, sorry.
Shot right.
And
2 fails.
So 2 fails, so
dead.
Praetor is dead.
Simultaneous Warlord Slay.
Yeah, and the Fire Drakes are going to attack, so that's 6 attacks. Hitting on 3s. And wounding on 2s.
Okay. Rolling 4. All 4. That's 3 wounds.
3 wounds. 4+ saves. And
feel no pains.
2 feel no pains. And yeah, so he's dead as well.
Yeah.
And then we have Praetor.
Okay, that's the end of the assault and end of my turn 4. So into turn 5, but I did get 2 objectives there. I got secure objective 2, which is this one over here, and slay the Warlord.
So let's draw objectives for Salamander's turn 4, and we have that. We have that. And we have this. So into movement, and my squad here, they're going to move up 6 inches. So I'm just going to move them up to here. And my Fire Drakes are going to move towards his Dreadnought here. So just stop an inch away. And now this squad is going to move into the Rhino. So they're going to embark on the Rhino. And my Rhino is going to move 6 inches. So he's just going to come over here. Going to do some monster truck shenanigans here. Shooting, and now I'm going to run with these guys over towards objective 5. So I get a 4. I've got a -1 inch because they're Salamanders. They don't run too fast. So that's 3 inches, so I'll bring them up to here. So I'm actually going to move this at cruising speed, not combat speed. I should have done this in the movement phase, but we thought if you embark, you can only move at combat speed. So this counts as dangerous terrain that's moving over, but I don't need to test for that because we're salamanders. We move through cover. And in the shooting phase now, I'm going to move flat out. So I'm going to move another 6 inches, which will take me up to here. So into the assault phase, and the fire drakes are going to charge the dreadnought here. So do you want to roll 2 dice? I think they ought to make it anyway. So in they go. So initiative step 4, and the walker is going to attack the terminators here. So that's 3 attacks, hitting on 4s and wounding on 2s. So that's 1 wound and a 3+ invulnerable save here. Actually, it's a 2+ save, isn't it? There's no AP on your melee,
yeah,
so
that's right.
Yep, roll 1 dice, 2+ save. And we make it. And now the fire drake's stacking back, so that's 9 attacks here. We're hitting on 4s. Go on, roll them all together. So that is 5 hits, wounding, or actually we're glancing here on
4s.
Glancing on 5s, armor 13.
Oh,
So
yeah.
glancing on 5s, penning on 6s. So you want to roll all of these? And nothing. So that is the combat over. And it's actually the end of my turn. So I managed to secure objective 5 with my tactical squad here. So that's 1 objective point this turn. And into turn 5 for the World Eaters. Actually, I'm going to discard overwhelming firepower before the end of my turn.
Okay, so start of turn 5 for the World Eaters. We're going to have to draw 1 tactical objective here. And we get... Okay, so start of movement. I'm going to start with this Karen here. It's going to move up 12 inches at cruising speed. It's going to take a dangerous terrain test for this barricade and that pipe. So for the barricade, got dozer blades. He's okay. And for the pipe, got dozer blades. And he makes it. Ooh. Okay,
Wow.
so he's going to move up to here. And next, my rhino here is just going to pivot and move at cruise speed 12 inches up to here and pivot. And next, this squad here is going to move through difficult terrain this way, so they move 5 inches. So I'll put him just about here. Okay, and now I'm just going to pivot the Land Raider here. It'll be like that. Okay, so into shooting, and first of all, my Sakaran here is going to move flat out over 3 pieces of dangerous terrain. The pipe is on this pipe, and the rhino, upturned rhino here. So for the first pipe, he's good. For this pipe, dozer blades. He's good. For the rhino, he's not good. Dozer blades.
And on the rhino.
So that's him immobilized on the rhino. Okay, and next my rhino here is going to use this hunter killer missile on this rhino here. So hitting on 3s. And it hits, and it's strength 8. So 3s to glance. And it's a pen.
Okay, vehicle damage table. And screw shaken.
2, yeah.
1 hull point down.
Okay, and next is Spartan here. It's going to fire its quad las cannon here on the rhino. That's 2 shots, hitting on 3s, rerollable. And hitting, so strength 9, so 2s to glance. So that's a glance and a pen.
So that's it destroyed.
We'll see if it explodes.
Yeah.
And it doesn't.
Okay,
So destroyed.
And it's an emergency disembark for the crew.
Yep. So that's an emergency disembarkation there. Okay, now this quad las cannon is going to fire at this squad here. So 2 shots, hitting on 3s, rerollable. They both hit, wounding on 2s. That's
Okay,
2 dead.
I'm going to go to ground.
Are you okay? So he's going to ground.
6+ cover save.
6+ cover save. Oh no, +1, so it's 5+ because he's in a crater.
Oh yeah. Well, then I don't need to go to ground, do I? Because he gets 5+ normally.
Yeah, but if you go to ground while you're in cover, you get a +1 to the save.
So it's a 4+.
Yes, that's right. 4+. Which he doesn't make, so yeah, that's 2 dead. Okay, so at the end of the shooting, now into the assault phase. Gonna charge with my tactical marines on the fire drakes here. And we get a 6. So they're in. And a -2 to that actually anyway, but they're still gonna make it. Okay, so into the fight subphase, and the Dreadnought's gonna attack first. Initiative 4, hit 3 attacks, hitting on 4s, sorry. And wow, nothing there. Okay, so now all these 10 tacticals are gonna attack the fire drakes now. That's 21 attacks because Sergeant gets an extra attack. And hitting on 4s here.
Yep.
And we get okay, so that's 10 hits, wounding on 4s now. And we get so
4 wounds.
4 wounds here. So that's 4 2+ saves. So 1 wound on the fire drakes. Okay, so the fire drakes attacking the marines here. Hitting on 3s, yeah.
And that's 5 hits.
5 hits. So wounding on 2s now. And
4 dead.
2. 4 dead. So that's a leadership morale check there. Their leadership 6 now because they lost by 3. I can reroll that because of the Vexilla. And they pass it. And for them 2 tacticals left, they need to take a morale check as well. Because
this is from the shooting phase.
Yeah, this is from the shooting phase.
And they're
okay, so that's going to be the end of my turn 5. I didn't actually get any victory points there. So yeah, into Salamander's turn 5.
So start at turn 5 and we're drawing 2 objectives here because we've got 1 active. So we've got this, and we have, can't do that because he's already been removed, and this. So into movement, and my tactical marines here, they're going to move up into, well, they move through cover so they can go straight up here. And these guys are going to move up to here. So that's movement over, and I don't have any shooting to do, so we're straight into assault over here with the Terminators. So initiative step 4 here, and the Dreadnought's going to attack, so that's 3 attacks, hitting on 4s, and wounding on 2s. And 2+ save. And both made. The Marines here, hitting on 4s, 7 attacks. And wounding on 4s, so that's 4 hits. And 2+ saves. So both saved, so no damage. And now the Fire Drake's attacking the Marines here, so that is 6 attacks, hitting on 3s. 5 hits, wounding on 2s. And 5 dead. Ooh. Yep. So that's won in the combat by 5 there. So that's the end of the turn, and I've scored objective 1 here and objective 5, so that's 2 victory points. And yeah, and I'll keep my remaining active 1. So into, well, now we need to roll to see if we go into turn 6. So on, is it 3 plus? 3 plus we continue, and we do, so we get turn 6.
Okay, so start of movement, my Sakaran's got an auxiliary drive, so on a 4+, he's not immobilized. And he's not immobilized. Okay, he's going to move at cruise speed now. Dangerous terrain test there for that rhino. And he's okay, so he's going to pivot and move 12 inches here. And pivot. Like that. Next, my rhino is going to move up to objective 3. I'm going to take a dangerous terrain test here. And he passes it, so 6 inches to here. Okay, and next is Spartans, going to just pivot in the spot like that. Or actually, I'm going to move him a bit more, pivot him around like. Okay, so that's any movement. Now into shooting, I'm going to fire with my 2 twin link bolters at this squad here. So hitting on 4s. Twin linked, luckily. So nothing actually, there. You could only shoot one at full ballistic skill there, but it doesn't matter anyway. So. Okay, so now the autocannon or accelerator cannon on the Sakaran is going to shoot at these 2 guys here. It's moved at cruise speed, so it can fire 2 weapons at full ballistic skill. So that's going to be 6 shots, hitting on 3s, rerollable because it's twin linked. I'll reroll them 4. And yeah, so 5 hits, wounding on 2s here. It's 4 wounds, and you get a 4+ cover save there, because he's gone to ground. And so 1 dead there. The closest one. Now the last cannon here, that's firing at full ballistic skill. Miss. 2, miss, and the other one, 6. And hits.
A miss?
No, it's a snap firing, sorry, so yeah, it doesn't, so nothing now. The heavy bolter here, hitting on 6s here. 1 hit, and wounding on 3s. And it's a wound, 4+ cover, and no, so that's that squad wiped out. Okay, and now the Spartan here is going to try and finish off this squad of Marines here. That's going to shoot. I'm going to shoot with the quad las cannons first. That's 4 attacks, rerollable, hitting on 3s. And whoa, reroll that. And okay, well, 2 hits, wounding on 2s.
And I'm going to ground again.
And you're going to ground? Okay. So yeah, so that's
2 4+ saves.
2 4+ saves.
And 1 dead.
1 dead, yeah. Okay, now the twin linked heavy bolter, 3 shots, hitting on 3s. Twin linked.
6s.
No.
Oh, yeah, 3s.
3s. Reroll that. They all hit and wounding on 3s. 2 wounds. 4+ cover saves.
3+ save. Their armor save.
Oh yes, that's true. 3+, and they're okay. Okay, and now into the assault phase. We're gonna go here, and I'm attacking with the dreadnought at initiative step 4. 3 attacks, hitting on 4s. That's 1 hit and wounding on 2s. 1 wound, and that's a 2+ save. And he makes it. Now my sergeant here, hitting on 4s. That's nothing there. Okay, so now his fire drakes are going to hit my dreadnought here. So that's 6 attacks, hitting on 3s. 4s, sorry. And that's
so we need
2
5s
hits.
to glance.
5s to glance here.
6s to pen.
So that's 1 glance. I have got a 6+ invuln save because of atomantic shielding. And it doesn't. So that's just 1 hull point on the dreadnought. And now morale check for these guys in leadership 8. We should have done this in the shooting phase, and they just failed it. They can reroll 1 dice because they're Salamanders. And they make it just. Okay, so that's end of assault and end of my turn 6. And I'm going to discard secure objective 2 there because I don't think I'll get it with his fire drakes on there. So I'll discard that, and I managed to get secure objective 3, which is underneath the rhino. And yeah, so that's 7 now. 7, I believe.
So start of turn 6 for the Salamanders, and things are looking up in terms of our victory points here. So we've got 1 active. We're going to draw 2. So we get this, and we get this. Interesting. So I'm not going to move any of my guys. I'm going to keep my guys on the, well, they went to ground over there, and no shooting to do either. So we are straight into the assault phase over here. So the Dreadnought attacking first here, 3 attacks, hitting on 4s, 1 hit, wounding on 2s, and a 2+ save, which we make. And now the Sergeant attacking here, so hitting on 4s, and wounding on 4s, and nothing there. Okay, so now I'm going to attack with this Fire Drake. I'm going to attack this last remaining guy. So 2 attacks, hitting on 3s. Oh, nothing.
Ooh, nothing there.
Now this guy is going to attack him, so hitting on 3s. 1 hit, wounding on 2s. And he's dead. And now my last Fire Drake attacking the Dreadnought, so hitting on 4s. And 5s to glance, 6 to pen. Ooh, and that's a glance and a pen, so that's 2 hull points.
Yeah,
as AP2.
So does it explode?
So see if it blows up. And it doesn't, it's just wrecked. So that is the Dreadnought destroyed. Okay, so that is the end of the turn for end of turn 6 for the Salamanders. And victory points here. We have got 1 for blood and guts, so we destroyed an enemy unit by killing the Sergeant. We have 1 for secure objective 2, because now the Terminators are the only ones there. And we also have Big Game Hunter for destroying the Dreadnought. So that's 3 victory points. That puts us up to 10 victory points, and it's the end of turn 6. So
you're gonna roll on a 4+, it continues.
4+, it continues. And
it does. So 1 more turn. Last turn. Start of turn 7 and the final turn for the World Eaters here. I've currently got 1 tactical objective. I need to draw 2 more now at the start of my turn. See what I get. I get I can't get that, so I'll have to discard that and pick another one. We can't get that. And can get that. And can get that. Okay, so start of movement, I'm going to pivot my Sicaran and I'm going to move him up at cruising speed. So he's going to move up 6 and move up to here, top of the Rhino here. And he's going to take a dangerous terrain test for that. And he makes it. Okay, the Rhino, he's going to pivot and move over here. He's going to need a dangerous terrain test for this crater. And he makes it. So he's going to pivot. And he's going to move at cruising speed to here. And then another 6 inches up to here. Okay, so my Rhino here, he's going to move flat out. So he can move 6 inches. So he's going to up to here and park him like that. Okay, now my Sicaran is going to shoot with his accelerator cannon on the fire drakes over here. So he moved at cruising speed, so he can fire 2 of his weapons at normal ballistic skill. So that's 6 shots, hitting on 3s, rerollable. So yeah, I will reroll that. And so that's 4 hits, wounding on 2s. And all hit, and 2+ save. And nothing there. Okay, and now the last cannon here, that's firing at normal ballistic skill, hitting on 3s. And it hits, and wounding on 2s. And it does, so that's a 3+ invuln save. And it doesn't make it, so that's that one dead. Now the other last cannon, that's snap firing, hitting on 6s here. And nothing there. The heavy bolter, 3 shots, hitting on 6s. 1 hit, wounding on 3s. 1 wound.
And 2+ save.
That's a 2+ save. And he makes it. And now the Spartan assault tank's gonna fire at these last 2 remaining tactical marines here.
They shall never.
Okay, it's gonna fire its quad las cannons first, hitting on 3s, rerollable. So I'll reroll that. And that's they all hit, winding on 2s. That's 2 wounds. You get a 4+ cover save. Are you going to ground?
Yeah,
you're
going ground.
And one dead there. And now the twin-linked heavy baller here, hitting on 3s, rerollable. And reroll that. And that's 3 hits, wounding on 3s. And they all wound, so that's
3 plus saves.
3+ saves, sorry.
Ooh,
And
when he takes
he's
away, so
dead.
wiped out.
Okay, so that is shooting over, and yeah, so no assaults to be made. I've got nothing to assault with really, so yeah, that's going to be the end of my turn there.
And victory point?
Yeah, victory points. I got 2 victory points there. Secure objective 6. I got 2 of them, and yeah, so that's it. So up to 2 victory
Okay,
points.
so start of turn 7 for Salamanders, and we draw 3 objectives. We can't do this one because there's none of them on the board, or there hasn't ever been, or this one. Okay, so we've got that one. We've got that one. And we have this one. So, I can't actually achieve any of these, given I only have 2 Terminators on the board, and they don't have anything meaningful to do this turn, being the last turn of the game. So that's actually the end of my turn, and I haven't managed to achieve any of these objectives, but I do have 10 victory points. And I believe on the World Eater side you have 9, and you get Line Breaker for having.
Yeah.
Oh no, actually,
Breaker was in 12. Yeah.
it's not a scoring unit. So actually, yeah, we've just checked, and the Sikaran isn't a scoring unit, so no Line Breaker there, unfortunately.
Line breaker,
So it's 10 points for the Salamanders and 9 for the World Eaters. So although the board does not reflect that score at all, with the Salamanders all but vanquished, it's a victory for the Salamanders. Okay, so into the post-match, and whoa, what a game, huh?
That was close. That was really close. I definitely had this game after I killed the Spartan and the Sikaran, but I don't know, like,
Yep.
them objectives, you know.
It was definitely a shaky start for the Salamanders.
Yeah.
We started losing vehicles left, right, and center. Yeah, I don't know how we turned it around. I guess it just goes to show that when you play Maelstrom missions, it's so objective based that even if it looks like you don't stand a chance, if you draw the right objectives,
Totally.
I mean, it really is. I mean, last turn I picked 3 objectives because of wiping out your units in assault.
That's true.
It can really just swing either way. But yeah, it was a fun game. I'm a little bit, at the start of the game, I've got to say I wasn't too happy about how turn 1 went with the getting my Sikaran. It lost a weapon, and this line of sight, true line of sight, like in 30k and 40k, being able to, as long as you see a part of a model, even if it's only a very, very small part of the model, when you shot your las cannons, like 35 inches or whatever, sort of through a window, and you hit the side of the I mean, you can see the side of it, but it wasn't like the whole side of it was there. It was just like the corner of the tank was available. Yeah, I've got to say that didn't sit that well with me, but I guess you just have games like that. If you've not even had a turn, it feels like you've literally done nothing.
I think, whoever gets first turn, it makes it. They definily have an advantage. I think. Like,
yeah, but
getting first turn is a pretty big deal.
It is, yeah. But we kind of were aware of that, or I certainly am. That's why I kind of hid my tanks as best as I could, and I really thought where I had placed my guys, I didn't think that you'd be able to get to them, which is why being able to shoot through that window at it, it didn't feel that great.
I don't know.
But yeah, it was a fun game. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and if you did, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.
See ya.